Soldiers do one of the hardest jobs in the world. A bad day at the office could be your last day at the office. And 9 times out of 10, it's not mail that's incoming. It's why soldiers the world over rely on their body armor. During World War II, a new type of bulletproof jacket hit the battlefield, the flak vest. Flaks combined ballistic nylon and hard steel plates. They were too heavy to be issued to mobile infantry troops. Instead, they got issued to flyboys, protecting the crew from flying debris and shrapnel thrown by anti-aircraft guns, known as flak.
In 1943, the United States Army Air Forces adopted a flak jacket, meant to protect the torso from fragments in all directions, and it also would have an additional groin plate here underneath, and it's very heavy.
In Korea and Vietnam, the jackets were reinvented for general combat use. Manufacturers ditched the old heavy steel plates and opted for a lighter design incorporating multiple layers of dense nylon. Body armor slowly became as much a part of the soldier's kit as his rifle. And like his rifle, it was a love-hate relationship.
It was heavy, it was hot, and the temperature could go to 120 in the sun. But when the temperature got down to about 40 degrees, and it would up in the mountains, you could wrap up in the thing and keep warm.
Not that soldiers in Vietnam needed heat. They lived under fire and touched down in hot LZs. Tested to the limit, they soon found out how far they could trust their armor.
A flak vest is good for fragmentation, like out of a hand grenade. But it is not good for being shot. It's not a bulletproof vest.
Flak vests weren't enough. Soldiers were dying. A revolution was needed, and in the 1960s, it happened. Lightweight, ultra-tough, bullet-stopping Kevlar. The world has always been gripped by concerns about renewable oil supplies. But panic at the pump isn't a new phenomenon. In the 1960s, chemical giant DuPont was trying to invent an ultralight tire to make cars more fuel efficient. Bright young chemist Stephanie Kwolek was working on the project.
We started out with the intention of making a very strong and a very stiff fiber, but we also wanted something light to save on gasoline.
In her laboratory, Stephanie and her team experimented with nylon-based chemicals. Mixing up her formula, she spun a fiber that turned out much stronger than expected. Was it a blip or a major discovery? She had to be sure before she told her bosses.
I didn't want to be embarrassed, to be frank. And so I checked it out several times. And when they always came back the same numbers and so forth, I knew then and there that this was the fiber of the future.
Stephanie's discovery would become the biggest brand name in personal armor, Kevlar. A fiber with a strength-to-weight ratio 5 times greater than steel.
Nylon has a very flexible chain, and it's sort of like cooked spaghetti. Now here, I have uncooked spaghetti. This is what Kevlar might look like, or like logs that float down a river. In order for you to get more logs into that stream, they have to line up parallel to each other. And this is the identifying mark of rod-like polymers like Kevlar. Very strong and very stiff.
The combined strength and flexibility of the new fiber gave it several applications. But the most obvious was body armor. Could this be the ultimate bullet stopper?
In delivering higher ballistic performance in a vest, I need the right fiber, I need the right structure, I need the right number of layers. And Kevlar brand fiber delivers all of those attributes.
Kevlar's potential led other inventors to use it in body armor.